Hello, everybody. This is Coretta from Pineapple Locks Incorporated TV. This is not an organization or a company. This is a movement. This is a realm. This is a dimension. This is a reality. Once you step in here, you step into a new world. So enjoy and welcome. It's almost time for me to go, so I'm trying to do a video. Oops, sorry, I was working on some jewelry. Fix my necklace. Fixed it, so back to work it goes. Off day is over. Luma Ewing's my favorite. All right, so what I'm working on now is everything I'm working on now for the rest of the month is for protection. It's protection and sanitation. So mainly protection, because that goes into sanitation. It's protection. This phone is a little better. So, yeah. So I'm gonna do it longer tomorrow, since I'm not on the nothing ranked to do lives yet. Yeah, but yeah, check me out on Bigo, Pineapple Locks. I try to do as much lives as much as possible. It's one of the only days I can actually do them at work, because once the weekend hits, that's it, buddy. All I'm doing is supporting y'all Thursday through Sunday. On my Bigo people that's on here. But yeah, let me jump on while I got a second. I don't see anybody on. Okay, Trans Lives Matter is on. You all go to Bigo and support, because she's doing her thing, and that's my boo. So I'm about to do it. Oh, goodness, this shit is cloudy. It's cloudy on my other phone. So I guess we'll just be on here. Alright, I'm just trying to find a little background music. Okay, let's go back. Let's go. What can we listen to? Oh man, I've been doing my space sounds. So, alright, find some. Okay, there we go. Alright. Yeah, that's about it. So I ain't really found nothing. I got some auric alignments. That'll help. Hopefully you all can hear this as I'm doing this. So yeah, I'm just meditating and working on jewelry. I have to show it up because some of my little tools, I can show you all. I forgot it's not Bigo Live. They be tripping. Okay. So first thing I got my pliers. My other ones he's hiding up there. I got one on my jewelry, on my hair. So hard work, energy, and these. That's what I'm working on. The energy and the ones I make at work, they're gonna be for motivation, stimulation. Next week we're gonna be doing the money ritual jewelry. It just takes like a whole Monday. It really takes about a good 2 weeks, because I do my meditation on the first Monday, and then the next Monday I actually make the jewelry. Usually for the money rituals, I make them like at the altar during the ritual. the mostly everything else, even protection, I can just I can make it and then charge it. But certain things have to be like a full ritual for the energy to work that I be doing. Give me 1 second. Right back. All right, back. I'm back. All right, y'all. Time to slay the day. I'm sorry, it's backwards. I think I need to do mirror. This is something that I'm learning. All right. Pineapple Lights Incorporated. I think this will help me get stuff done too. Making videos about getting stuff done while getting stuff done. Yeah, I think I like that. Y'all are really motivating my energy. And I think we really need to support each other right now because this is a really rough time. Rough and lonely time for a lot of us. Most solitary people is not a big issue, but unfortunately we're still human, so I have a tad bit of socialization in my system. Yep. I'm gonna start doing my gaming soon. I'm excited. I'm just trying to set everything up. Uh, if you all want to check me out, I am on Xbox Live. Wolf Goddess Canine something something something. I will be getting it more structured as the day goes on, as time goes on. So just be patient with me, you all. I'm just trying to get some content out here just so you all can know my flow, what I do, and motivate me so that I can keep on. Because we all need each other's motivation right now. Yep, so I'm working on this piece now. This is going to be basically what I'm doing now. This piece is sticking up. I'm going to have a crystal wrapped around it so it can not float in the center right here, because this is going to be Dreamcatcher, web around here, but basically to hover. And then it's going to have a hook on the end that it can be utilized as a pendulum. So, yes. And that's what we're doing. If you all follow me on Bigo, then you will know the work that I'm doing on my platform there is primarily my healing and shadow work. I'm going to be getting into discussions on healing work and shadow work and different things like this on my page, because I'm basically going to shift my whole company model into the mental and spiritual health, period. Because I've already realized that even what I do in my animal in training and rehabilitation, the animals are fine. I'm talking about the years that I've been rehabilitating and training. The animal was never still and never the issue. I've had dogs where I've had to rehabilitate it. It took a couple of months, not because the dog had the issues, but because of the human. So for me, the rehabilitation, I realized that you're not training something, it's energy work. So in that, I had to literally stop taking clients because I was getting adverse reactions, because what was happening is once I started communicating with the animal and understood that I knew what was going on, it started behaving differently and better, as far as anxiety and aggressiveness and, what I call reactions to human reality. Because this is not cool how we have creatures living. Once I get that, the problem is when I communicate with the person and I'm explaining to them, okay, this is the reality, this is what's going on, this is why the dog is behaving this way, this is the best option in order to solve the problem. because most people, I can't be animal communicator. I can't sit and tell them this is what your dog's saying, this is what their language is, this is what's going on, this is how they feel, because they know their dog, because it's theirs and it's them, and they know what you're talking about. So I try to put it in a constructive way, like, yeah, it's just, when you're working with certain types of breeds and all that corny ass shit that ain't true. Is true on to put it this way. It's true on a programming level when you're teaching people the basics that have no comprehension, or they're new to the animal reality. So of course you have to do the alphabet. That's understandable. But once you get to a level to where you're really rehabilitating, I'm not talking about just you know I'm yeah, service dog level too, but anything where you're teaching a being to be independent, especially like service therapy, security, rehabilitation, adoption, rehoming, all of these things are high level training. To be able to rehome a dog, the dog has to be at a high level of socialization and a very high level of trust in humans. They have to be to the point that they trust that um, the human is the leader, and I don't have to search for territory because I'm in a territory wherever a human is. I may not be the leader, but you know I'm safe. They don't really get that. So when they behave in a way that shows that they're not getting what is needed in their life, sorry about that, somebody need to answer the phone, but they're not doing it. Well, Coretta ain't even concerned because it's not my shit. But yeah, somebody gonna get it eventually, hopefully. Um, Yeah, but so now we're Pineapple Locks Incorporated, and then I have is the umbrella. I have different sections of it according to what work I'm doing in the community or what the goal is for the work I'm doing. So just to give you a little recap. So Pineapple Locks Inc. started as a nonprofit organization that rescue and rehabilitates animals, but primarily dogs and cats for community service work. And what that means is I rescue. I really don't rescue. I do more of the rehabilitation and training because it'll be times where it's not really a rescue. It's more of rehabilitation. So not only I may be rehabilitating dogs that are in the shelter, so it's not a rehoming yet. So I cut out the rescue part because that it's a lot of responsibility on that, and that's a level that I wouldn't put rescue unless I had land in a building to where I could draw as many animals as I need, because I know the gifts that I have, I can get them quickly out, rehabilitated, trained properly, and in permanent homes where they're not coming back. The only time they'll be coming back to Coretta is we doing a reunion party, you know, because anybody that receives the animal from me is always VIP status. You get free. Any animal you adopt from Pineapple Locks Inc. is always taken care of. You can always call and get help. If you adopt from here. So yeah, but for right now, adoptions is not gonna start. I'm not gonna start doing really rescue and rehabilitation and healing work until after I get a building. Everything I'm doing now is raising funds for a building to turn into a healing center. So it's not going to be just for the animals. It's going to be for human animals too, because we like to separate ourselves as if we're not. So I have to make that, distinction when I tell people it's not just for animals. It's going to be for human animals too. So right now what I'm doing is I'm working on my online presence so I can start everything online, like have a online thrift store, an online storefront and an online facility, you know. So right now for me, online will be on YouTube, and my building will be open when the lives, when lives are available. That'll be the times, and then anybody across my other six social media platforms, Pineapple Locks Inc. I think it is. I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it together, y'all. Trust me. I'm just trying to just this is basically not brainstorming, but just trying to get the information out there and then get organized. Coretta likes to sit and meditate and have it perfectly organized before I post, but the dilemma has been that takes time. and the time that you're taking to meditate through it, you can be getting this info out any way possible, which is really my life's goal, is getting this info out any way possible. It's not even the perfection of it. That's why I have the leeway where I can sit here and I can make my energy work jury, because I'm putting the work in at work. So it's just like working at work while working at work. So this is like freaking cool. I appreciate everybody that has come on that's actually watching in this video right now. You are the best. You are number one. I'm going through my jewelry making right now. I'm going to be doing videos on here on different subjects and topics, but they're all still going to be centered around the same theme. Even though sometimes it's going to seem off, like if you come on my page and actually, follow and subscribe to my channel, it may seem a little off, but I tell people art, when you're in the process of creating the form of art, it always looks crazy and chaotic. Like when people look down at my my table when I'm working, or even when I do hair, they be like, "Yeah, they look crazy." But once I achieve, like in my mind, I know the end result of my hair. It takes time in the process because I'm always working, and I tell people the hair keep growing, even if I gotta, go to work for 2 weeks, it's gonna grow back. So I just be patient, and I'm gonna have it done. I don't know when. Yeah. All right. What else is going on? Let me see. Pineapple Locks Inc. Right now, I have Pineapple Locks Inc. That's gonna be at this point, it's rescue rehabilitation, and rehabilitation and training of animals for community service work. We also do mentorship. I also do mentorship in the form of animal care training, animal communication training, and animal rehabilitation training for children, youth, and adults. And the mentorships comes in with the youth, because I do a lot of mentoring with children with behavioral disabilities. I work with physical disabilities, and that's going to be something that I start in the summer, when I'm actually able to have a facility where I can have it set up for different types of handicaps or issues, so that I can do training teaching people how to overcome whatever the setback is, so you can still have a normal life, as far as if you want to have an animal companion, to be able to be independent. That's why I work with training all the dogs that I rescue and rehabilitate are service dogs. Like I have 2 dogs that are company mascots. One of them is for Pineapple Locks Incorporated, and one of them is for Wolf Goddess Canine, and that's my for-profit, and that is the company that actually does the training for the animals, the actual training. So like if it's things that need to be done, like say a dog comes in and they're good on their rehabilitation, but they may be good in a scenario where this being turned into a service dog. So their process for adoption is going to be drastically different from a dog that is just being rehabilitated so they can be in just like a normal household for a person that doesn't really need anything. They just want a companion, which is different from someone that needs a therapy dog. The therapy dog is going to be dealing for different emotional, mental, and behavioral issues. That's what therapy dog is great for. Service dog is good for any type of actual ailments. I've realized, I'm not really about the book person, so I'm just telling you according to, like the knowledge and the science that's out there, mixed with the experience that I have of over 30 years of experience of actually doing it and living it, and put my hands in the dirt and getting dirty with no classes of school and trial by error, and the animals telling me this works, this doesn't work. So, yes. And because I'm a healer and a shadow worker and energy worker, when I'm working with people and animals, I can tell if it's an issue that is a real behavioral issue, like the dog has been conditioned or trained or traumatized, which is different from a spiritual issue, which means it's an energy that's attached. And we are the only beings that come fully conscious at birth. Not at birth, but in the process, we already have a type of consciousness. More often than not, animals can be imbued with consciousness, which means they're basically walking around open vessels. That's how come an animal gets with you and starts to uh, pay attention to you to learn how to be, because they don't have a being. That's what they say, with or without soul, not as in it's a lower form, but we come already knowing what we're here for. Like, you can't tell a baby, but you can tell, you can have a dog that gets rescued, rehabilitated, which means that they're conditioned to, the way I think of rehabilitation for my company is reconditioned to society in order to be able to harmonize with humans, not necessarily live in the house with them or even be on their territory. Like, you can rehabilitate feral animals, and they're like, Coretta, what does that mean? The rehabilitating feral animals, all that is just rehabilitating them to the point that they still have their natural, I don't want to say fear, but natural aversion to humans, only in the sense because once they get back into their reality, all humans are not safe. This is not the shelter or the care realm anymore. So when you're rehabilitating feral, your only purpose is just to get them back to their optimum health, not really trying to pet them or make them be human social, but just showing them the respect. So when they get back into their wild, especially with cats, you can let them know that it's okay to receive help from humans, because all humans are not going to try to snatch you up and kidnap you from your territory. So we got to respect the reality of this ram that we quote unquote helping animal care people. And then I'm gonna have videos where I'm promoting my YouTube people on here that I follow, and they have just really been lights in my life, like they don't even know it. This one lady, please, you all go follow Claire Love Cat. Oh, sis is live. I gotta go, y'all. Let me go.